Hi!
Ah! Welcome to the vlog!
Oh my god, I made it!
Hey guys, so as you can probably tell, I didn't film that much of last night. Honestly, I ended up watching Avatar and I just was so tired I passed out. So the rest of this video I'm going to dedicate to reviewing Black Panther because oh my god, it was so good. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna let you know right now, rating I give is 10 out of 10. Easy, amazing movie. Hey, so you probably saw that intro. I'm not a movie critic. I don't claim to be. At all. Period. Disclaimer. I'm not a movie critic. I just want to talk about this movie because I've been so passionate about it. And if there's one thing I've learned from school, it's how to write a really good persuasive essay. So that's what I'm going to do in video form. Let's go. Now let me tell you why. The story of Black Panther is about, it's coming in from a past movie where the previous king of this African nation of Wakanda died. And now his son, the new king, is sort of trying to prove himself, and he's undergoing these certain obstacles, and there's this other guy who we don't know what he's there for, but he's obviously not good news. And it's about this story of how like he learns what it means to be king, and how he revered this, and like how revering the past, looking to the future, trying to be isolated, trying to do something in the world it's the development of that, and that is what the movie is. There's so much to like about this movie. Honestly, the first thing that I noticed was the score. Before I even saw the movie, I was listening to the album. Kendrick, The Weeknd, SZA, so good. I can't get over that. There's a scene in a casino. I'm not gonna give away what happens, but the song Pray For Me is just so good in that scene. It's not just because the song is good, but like everything that happens in that scene is so like it fits that song so well. It's so good. You're just in the vibe with it. Second thing I want to say is saying, oh, I don't want to see that because it's just another superhero movie. That's like in this normally I'd say that's fine because I get that people don't like the genre, but in this case that's not an excuse. This movie is so good, and I'd say it's like 90% social commentary on stuff like institutional racism and colonialism, maybe like 3% standard superhero stuff and 2% comedy, and like amazing shots that just make you feel like you're where they are. The camera work is just stunning. Like oh my god, I appreciate that so much. This is the first time I've really sympathized with a Marvel villain. Every other villain's either like a machine that someone created, a god, something like that. Everything is so out of this world and just incredibly powerful, and it's evil because it's evil. That's like 90% of the villains. They're driven to be evil because they're evil, right? It's stories, it's fantasy stories, it's good versus evil. Black Panther, the line is so blurred about what's right and what's not, and I think that's what makes it so good, because this is the first time where I've actually thought to myself, dang, I want this villain to win, because he's just so compelling of a character and his story is so good that I want him to win, but at the same time it's the villain winning. But like I'm thinking to myself, I catch myself thinking like, shoot, he's gonna win, but like wait, I want him to win, but like no, I don't. It's that is so good. Michael B. Jordan is fantastic in this movie. He's literally such a good character. I can't get over it. He's incredible. It's really good for the industry. The cast was entirely African American. There were 2 white characters. Two total. That's it. That's insane. That's like that for Marvel. That has never happened. That is incredible. And on top of that, they did such a good job with everything. The actors were amazing. The story was just, oh my god, it just worked. So much of the story is talking about what we should do as a nation, and it's talking about like Wakanda, what Wakanda should do, but there's so many parallels to the world today. There's a really good quote at the very end where it's like, in times, oh my gosh, I want to look up the quote actually, hang on, because it is so good. It's oh my god, and you'll see what I mean. It's so good. Okay, couldn't find the quote, but there's a quote where he's talking about, it's basically at the end of the movie, and the king is appearing before this council, and he talks about how it's such a good quote. Like, you'll see what I mean. You'll know what I'm talking about. It's like about being divided versus not. It's If you see the movie, you know what quote I'm talking about. It's so good. It's, oh my gosh, so good. A lot of people like to wait and watch the movie later, like at home. Honestly, don't do that for this one. You need like the surround sound, the insane quality. You need to see it for what it is because it is so well done. The shots make you feel like you're there, the music, everything. It's so good. It's not the stereotypical, there's some kid who gets picked on, he gets superpowers, turns out he's not the underdog anymore, etc, etc, etc. Oh, right, okay, that's what I was talking about. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. The fact that the entire elite guard of the king is all women, honestly, I found that, that's so cool. Again, I don't, obviously it's not, the best part of the movie, but in terms of that being in the industry, that's incredible. That's almost never been done. The closest thing that I can think of off the top of my head is Wonder Woman, and that's because that was a solo movie about her. I feel like a lot of America needs to see this movie, because there's so much that you need to be able to understand in this movie, and it's really well done because it tells it to you like it's a story, but at the same time you know subliminally what you're getting into. I found myself cheering in the theater. It was so good. And of course there are the fight scenes that that I was definitely cheering at, but it wasn't just that. There were so many scenes where I just found myself like I just had to show some emotion. It provoked the emotion in me. It was so, I keep saying it's so good, but it was so good. The storyline is great because they managed to actually have real character development for the characters. It's not just, again, the standard, oh, I got powers, now I'm coming out of my shell. It's nothing like that. It's so different to that, and I love that it is different because it's about all these people finding themselves. It's about a country, a world finding itself. There's so much talking about poverty and how that changes over time and what we can do about it. That is what I love about the movie, because it's not just another superhero movie. It's a movie about what we can and need to do, but it's told as a provoking and lovable story, and that's what I like about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciated everything. Sorry, this video is coming out later. But yeah, again, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys have a good day. Please like, comment, subscribe, etc. So you know the deal. Okay, yeah.